Good morning, everyone. 4 months ago, I purchased this Peak Design Everyday Backpack, and in this video, I want to talk about what's good, what's bad, and why you should consider it if you're in the market of buying a new backpack. With that being said, let's go pack it up and go in the field so I can show you how I use it. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Bellemare-Alford, a young photographer and filmmaker on the journey to become better at this art. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe right below to be sure to follow along. I actually started filming today a series on astrophotography that will teach everything from choosing the right night to star trails and astrophotography. So if you're interested, be sure to subscribe and leave also a like below if you like this video. Before I leave, let me go get my two previous bags so I can talk about why I decided to buy this one. Okay, so here are the bags that I owned before. So the first one here, the small orange one, is actually just a normal sports bag, and this was great at the time because I had a smaller DSLR and I was also doing a lot of cross-country skiing, so this one would just go on my back and be perfect for that without being too big. But then I decided to go on a trip and I wanted a bigger bag where I could carry more than just my camera stuff, but I also wanted something secure to be sure that my gear was going to be safe. So this is the PackSafe bag. As you can see, it's a pretty big bag, so I could carry more than just a camera. I could carry some clothes and more things in it without any problem. And it's also very safe. So there's actually metal in the mesh here, so everything is nice and safe. So even if somebody tries cutting through it, they won't be able to access it. And you open the access in the back here for your camera. So this was great for my trip, but when I got my new lens for my camera, my 70-200, it wouldn't fit inside of this bag in the pouch I had. And also I had a big problem with this one when I was using it, and it's that it's very big, so I usually put too much stuff in it and end up being very heavy most of the time. I actually have a video when I went up Garibaldi where I realized that when I was coming back down, it was just way too heavy because I just put too much stuff in it. And in this one, because I need to open it in the back, it meant every time I wanted to have access to my camera, I had to put it down, open it from the back, access the camera, take out the stuff. So it was really slow when I wanted to change the lenses or things like that. Before you go out and buy a new camera bag, I think it's important you ask yourself what you want from it. In my case, I wanted a bag with an easy access to be able to change the lens quickly without having to put the bag down each time. My second point is that I wanted a bag that was smaller, because if it's smaller, there's less weight in it, and if there's less weight, it doesn't hurt my back as much. And the third point is that I wanted a bag that looked stylish, because I didn't want to have a bag that screamed that I had an expensive camera in it. I wanted a bag that just looked like any other backpack, so there's less chance that my equipment gets stolen. The first thing I really like about the Peak Design Everyday Backpack is how easily I can access everything inside of it. So if I look here, on the side, I have my Joby tripod right here and my little Osmo Pocket camera. And these are great because I use them for B-roll. So I can quickly have access to them without even opening the bag. After that, if I want to have access to more things, I can simply open the main compartment here. And here I have everything inside. So I have a full access to everything inside of my camera here, starting in the front with my filters. Then I have my 70-200 lens. And I usually also have my Canon 6D Mark II with the 16-35 lens inside of here. And on the top here, I have my DJI MAVIC AIR drone that are all accessible from the side here. This is also really good because I'm a little bit clumsy, so when I change lenses, it's always really scary when I have to do it without anything around. But with this, I can change my lenses and leave them inside the camera bag, so I'm sure they won't fall down when changing them. So there's a lot of things I like about this bag. First of all, it's its size. So it's a nice size. It's the 20-liter version here. So I think it's a perfect size because it can fit everything I need for a shoot outside for a day. So I have my camera, I have my lenses, I have my drone, I have extra batteries, I have a battery pack. So pretty much everything I need to do a shoot during a day outside in the landscape. There's a lot of nice little niche features. So if you need more space, down here you can actually have extra straps. So there's two that come out here from the front that just lifts up with a magnet, and you can attach in the front here more things underneath the bag. So this is really handy. So for example, if I have an extra coat, I might just attach the coat on the bottom here if I want to get more space in the bag and I don't want to have it inside of the bag. So another little thing that's hidden away is the, I'm not sure how it's called, but the strap that goes around your chest here. So it just comes out here from the pocket here. So it's nicely hidden away. And this is great because when you're walking around, I hate it when the rest straps flap around and move nonstop. So this one just tucks away here in the pocket, and you don't have to worry about it when you're not using it. And I really use them anyways. So this is great that I can just put it away inside of here in the pocket. So this is another little nice touch. Another nice touch on the bag is if you're traveling a lot, there's actually an option here where you can just slide this inside of your traveling bag. So you just put it inside here on the traveling bag, and it can hold on your traveling bag, your normal luggage. So this is great because it's not in your way when you're going around the airport. And it's also a great size to go inside of a overhead bin, so it's never going to be a problem in airplanes. So these are a few nice little touches that there is. There's another one right here that I really like about it, and it's that these little straps here can actually open up. And I'm not sure how they're called. They're the ones here to hold your zipper. But when you come here, you can actually attach them at the top or the bottom. And make sure these cannot be opened. So I use this one as a nice little security feature, so I don't want to by accident open the top one, so I always have them attached. And also that allows that when people are walking around, they cannot just come up and pull and open my bag and have everything fall out of the bag. I need to open it from the bottom, so there's a second one here for the zipper, so I always use the one here in the bottom. Another nice little feature here is that I actually put my tripod on the side here. I cannot show it right now because I'm using it with my camera to film, but if I have the tripod on the side here, I can actually just put it inside here and use this nice little strap they gave with a peak design clip. And I just clip the tripod here on the side, so I have the camera nice, the tripod nice and sturdy on the side of the bag here, and don't have to worry that it's going to fall down. So this is a nice, really nice little feature for when I'm walking around and when I have my tripod on the side here and I want it secured. But you can also use this clip, so they suggest using it for your keys. So if you have your keys, you could just tie them away, put them on the side here, and when you need them, you could use the clip to get them off quickly. Another thing I really like about the bag is that they have these handles all around the bag. So there's one on each side. So you can lift up the bag here on the side. You can lift it up from the back here. So this is the biggest one that you're probably going to use most of the time. But this is a really handy feature because whenever you're going around, sometimes you're just going to put it on the side, and when you want to pick it up, it's always easy to pick up however it is. So if there's something on the bottom, you might want to pick it up on the side instead of picking it up by the back. So these are quite a few nice features on the outside of the bag. It's also waterproof. So the whole material here, the zippers and everything are all waterproof. So this is a really great feature for when you're going outside like me and you're doing kayak or something like that, where there might be water that comes on the bag. Another thing that's really nice in the bag is inside the bag. So here I showed before how I have everything inside of it, but there's even more features. So there's a pocket on the outside, but there's also a pocket in the inside here. So if you open it up, you're gonna see I have a nice little cloth here. I have my ND filters for my DJI Osmo Pocket. I have my memory, I have my memory card reader right here. I have a few cables here. So I have everything here nice and accessible. And just like everything else, I can just turn around the bag, open the main compartment, and I have access to these accessories right away. Another good thing with the bag is if I turn it on the other side, I have another pocket. And usually, like I said, I have my tripod on this side. So I might not have access to this one as much, but I have also things in this pocket. So if I open it up here, you're actually gonna see that I have a few other things. So I have a few memory cards here. So this is a nice other pocket where you can organize even more things inside of it. I also have quite a few batteries inside of here. So these are all batteries for my drone and also for my camera that are extra inside of here. So everything is nice and organized. Another important aspect when you buy a camera bag are the dividers inside of it. So this one has 3 different dividers here. So I'm gonna try and show you inside of the bag here. So there's actually 3 dividers here. So they can easily be moved around here by simply playing with the Velcro strap. So you can actually put them up higher or lower. And there's actually Velcro everywhere in the front and everywhere in the back. So this is never really a problem. And after that, there's also these, I don't know how to call them, but they're kind of like a shelf or something like that. So I'm just gonna take out a few things to be able to show you how they work. So if you open it up here, you can actually move these down to create shelves inside of them. And what's even more neat with these is you can actually open them up so you can have shelves here. And that's actually what I'm doing in the bottom here compartment. So on this side, I have my filters in the bag. I'm not sure if you can see, but the filters are on the other side. And if I close it here, I can actually put my batteries right in here. Because of my lens is quite big, I actually just leave them open from one side for the other ones. So I can just put my lens from one side to the other. And there's actually enough space right here to put my lens with my 6D Mark II on it. So it's not a problem at all if you have a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, it's gonna fit pretty nicely inside of it. Another nice thing about the bag is actually that it's environmentally friendly. So this is something that's really important for me and should probably be for you if you're doing landscape photography. And the materials outside of here are made with recycled material. And they also have no toxic products inside of the paint. So this gray version doesn't have any toxic products. And this is actually really great because when you go outside and take pictures, you probably want to respect the environment because that's where what you're taking pictures of. If you are like me, you want to have your computer inside of your bag, and this bag definitely has that. So there's a pocket right in the back here where you can put your computer. So I have my laptop inside of here, right here, but I can also have a tablet, and there's even space for my cables. So this is great when you need to bring your computer with you wherever you go. So not everything is perfect with this bag. The first thing I don't like too much is the front strap right here. So if you pull it off, it actually comes off pretty nice and easy. But if you put it back, like right now, it's not closed. You actually need to pull it down and wait for it to clip like that to be sure it's nice and closed. If it isn't and you turn around the bag, sometimes the stuff just falls out. So you always need to be sure that it's well closed, and it's sometimes hard to say if it is or not. So that's definitely one downside. A second downside is here. If there's water actually coming down or you have more stuff in the top part here and it's more opened, you could actually have water coming inside here. So I said that the materials are waterproof and the zippers are waterproof, but the actual whole bag is not 100% waterproof. So you couldn't like just put it inside of water and water wouldn't go inside of it. So that's something to keep in mind when you're in rain, because you don't want to have water that's falling inside of the bag. Oh, like right now you see like it didn't clip perfectly, so I need to check it before putting it on the side. Another thing I don't like with this bag is actually the clips on the back right here. So these are the clips that I use at the top. To put them on, you actually need to play with them here, take them off here, and after slide them back on the other side here. And it's kind of weird, like I like just the normal little clips that you put on. I don't know why they went with this weird mechanism that actually makes it harder to put it on and off. But I don't use them that much, so these are not big annoyances for me. hope this video helped you decide whether the Peak Design Everyday Backpack is the right camera bag for you, because there isn't one camera bag that's going to fit for everybody. For me, I really like it because it's a small camera bag that contains everything I need for a full day shoot and also gives me access quickly to everything I need, whether it's to create B-roll or to get a shot with my longer lens. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button below and also subscribe if you want to learn more about photography and filmmaking. And tonight I'm actually starting to film my new series on astro photography. I'm going to teach in that series everything from what's the right night to shoot stars, to how to get sharp stars, star trails, time lapses, and how to use your mobile devices like the Osmo Pocket and your cell phone to get great pictures of the stars. So be sure to subscribe below if it's something that you're interested in.